person, so I decided to write a song.
Welcome to another episode of the Make a Way podcast. We here with former Imhotep Charter linebacker Amin Black, former Villanova University linebacker Amin Black, the good brother himself.
Appreciate it, bro.
How you doing, bro?
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me, bro.
That's it, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Pleasure, right?
How you been, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Trying to stay busy, trying to get busy.
Nah, most definitely, bro.
That's it, man. Well, listen, we're going to get right into it, man. So tell me, where you come from, man. Tell me how you made it to where you are today.
Where I come from, it's kind of, short story. I mean, I'm from North Philly, Erie Ave, born and raised. Me and my mom and my brothers and sisters moved up to the northeast part of Philly. After a while, I got a little older. That's when I really got into football, man. Growing up, I think, growing up around 7, 6 years old, I always been, on the streets playing football in the streets with my big brothers on the field. Football that wasn't even organized yet, just roughhouse football. You tackling, you know how it go.
Mm-hmm.
Then that catapulted me into actual going out for football and actually playing on a real organized game. So I played for the Frankfurt Boys Club was my first official, getting it. I play O-line. You know how I go when you first coming in, you big, they gonna put you on the line. Even though you say you want to play running back, they gonna put you on the line. So I fell in love with the game after that first year, and I'm like, all right, I don't really care what my position I am, because I always played line throughout when I was younger until I got to the point where I'm going to high school. I'm 5'9". Dudes I know, they 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". Ain't no more offensive linemen. So, getting into the real part of it when I really started taking it serious, when I knew I could go to college for free, it was when I got the Imhotep, and just seeing them dudes come through the door before I even got my recognition, it was just motivation to see DJ Moore and Dre Jewett and guys like that, younger, that the old school guys that people went to Imhotep, but it was too young to watch play or don't remember them playing. So just seeing them guys come through, they really gave me the motivation to really take off with it, bro. That's kind of how it happened, bro. And I just kept going ever since, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, bro. I feel like there's a lot of guys that came through Imhotep that don't really get the credit for
I agree.
building
I agree.
the platform for that program.
I agree. I feel like Imhotep built the platform for not just the school itself, but for Philadelphia sports to for that platform to be yo, do this, you can get a full scholarship, you get out the city, you could go to school for free, you could play football. Even if you don't even like football, you could get a scholarship for doing this and get out the city for 4 to 5 years and figure out what you really want to do in life, your purpose. So I think that's the main thing that I think Imhotep, the impact it really had on the city with nobody ain't seen that before. That was the amount of coaches that was coming in every morning workouts and talking to guys like Upshur and DJ and Shaka and them dudes. Bro, that shit was I could curse on here?
Yeah,
all right, but that shit was a movie, bro.
No,
it was a movie, bro.
For sure, bro. I could already tell, bro. And
yeah.
The beautiful thing about it is, these guys was waking up every day. Y'all was waking up every day and just putting in work.
Nobody know about that.
Like everybody else, bro.
Bro, it was so... I'm glad you brought up waking up, because it was sometimes in high school, Coach Albee used to have us... Imhotep was the only school that started later than every other public and charter school in the city.
Mm-hmm.
We started at 9, 10 o'clock. Classes started at 9, 10 o'clock. Usually the regular high school started at 7:38. So we had an hour and a half back before a lot of schools. So between that hour, when everybody thinking Imhotep, them kids go to school and everyone, the football team, we used to be in the weight room 6 a.m. Working out in front of any school that come in and watch us work out. They don't even come in for you. They might just see you work out. And they might see you beat Tyleek Grainer or Mike Waters or Pop in the workout. They'd be oh, Albee, who this dude? Offer. That's how the pipeline started rolling. We were really having combines in front of coaches every morning before class, and we'll go to class regular students. We was already doing morning workouts we was in college. So when I got to college, it was just this was I was already ready for this. So it was kind of easy to adapt on that next level, but it was just so much stuff that went on at Imhotep to be yo. They really stamp, they put the stamp on the city, yo, come here or go to any school and play football and get a scholarship, and you'll go to school for free. That's kind of really what kind of surprised me about going through that whole process. Damn.
And see, a lot of people just think, oh, he transferred to Imhotep, and as soon as he got on the roster, he started getting offers, and schools only offered him because he went there and not because of how good he was. People don't really see the stuff that happened behind them closed doors.
Nah. It get deep, bro. It get deep to the point where guys start to question themselves when people it was to the point it was a competition like throughout the team, like, bro, like you get a Penn State offer, like if I don't get a Florida State offer the next day, like I'm not good. Like that's the competition that dudes had. Not even on like the hating or the envy or jealousy. It was just like I want to be great, just like DJ. I want to be great, just like Pop. I want to be great, just like Shaka, Dre Mintz. And it was just a recycling of the dudes that just coming in that start getting younger and younger. Like then Takeem Smith start coming in, then Hasheem Young start coming in, then they get younger and younger. And this is like, bro, we living in like an IMG, but in Uptown. Like it was so crazy. There was so many good fun times, bro. So nice.
Do you feel like there was a percentage of guys on that team who like came in and couldn't live up to that because?
What, in high school or going to college?
No, just in high school. Like I feel like, you know, when you're on a team like that where there's so much excellence, and there's so much success, like there has to be a percentage of guys that come in, start playing, and even though they were so talented or so good, like
they don't pan out.
Yeah, they don't pan out.
That's a tough question to think back on. So many guys that I played with that end up like that came in out of Pop Warner, out from another high school. Nah, I can't think of a players or a player that came in the program and didn't succeed. Well, if they didn't succeed, maybe it wasn't the coach's fault or the program fault. They put themselves at jeopardy, or they just left the school. But nah, I can't really think of nobody that didn't come to the program that didn't get what they want out of it. Some people didn't go D1, some people didn't go FBS, some people didn't go D2. But believe it or not, everybody went to college, bro. It was like the football team. Everybody go to college. The basketball team, everybody go to college. Regular students, some go, some don't. But the football team was like the highest percentage of graduates in the Imhotep. Like if you went to Imhotep, you're going to go to college. Whether you like it or not where you're going to go to school and play football, whether you want to go or not. Like that's just the tag that you playing for Imhotep brought. It wasn't like, all right, you better than this player at this school. It's like, nah, you see Alabama coming here, so why won't the D2 come here? Like, that's how the effect it had. Maybe the player wasn't good enough when he went to college, but that's college. But high school, I feel like everybody that played for Imhotep earned their stripes, and they deserved to, like, go D1, D2, however, like, wherever level they played at. And I think they set us up they set a lot of people up to the right point where when you get to college, you know how to carry yourself, the scheduling, work out. So it was just, I feel like it was a good fit for me personally. I can't really speak for too many other players. But I know a lot of players would say the same thing. That's kind of how like I feel about it. But I might be wrong, but you never know.
Yeah, bro. No, I really feel like they did a really good job.
I agree,
guys. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. It's been a lot of guys who came in and out of that program, and like it was the same thing in my high school, man. Not necessarily with the same level of guys going to college and being successful, but if you look back at
like I had a couple dudes.
Yeah, bro.
I had a couple
guys for sure.
I had a couple dudes.
My favorite part is looking back now, and we had our little, alumni thing. We came back to the high school. All the football players though standing in front of the stage, that everybody was like, oh, they just the football players. They just master's degree, bachelor's degree.
And we don't talk about that enough, bro.
Everybody on the football team that graduated in our little 2016, 2015 to 2018, whatever, all successful. Great jobs, fathers, leaders in their community, whatever have you.
I agree.
And we was the highest represented group.
Yeah.
I feel like football players get a really bad stigma and get a really bad name in the high schools and in the communities, when in reality, because of the structure that the game gives us, bro, a very, very high clip of us go on to be successful afterwards.
I agree. And I think that's just just coming up, having structure, having a schedule, having a time to be at practice, having time to be leaving practice, having time to be at workouts, having the time to go to class. Like, it was set up. I can't speak about the high schools, but it was set up for us to succeed. If you didn't succeed in the system, you can't go back and, like, you can't come back to 2023 today and be like, yo, I blame this coach or I blame this school. I never heard nobody ever say that. Maybe they'd be like, oh, they didn't give me a chance to play there. I had to transfer, that's how colleges work now. That's how everything works now. Everything transferring because the level of competition is higher. So imagine back then where the level of competition was higher, but it wasn't about transferring. So everybody was just packed at one school competing like for 4 years. Like, this dude a 3-star, but he graduated in a year. So you next up. This dude a 4-star at running back. So the next dude, like Dedrick Parsons, Amir Lewis, them dudes knew they was next up. Like once Tyleek and Mike Waters left. So it's just like a revolving door of guys just coming in and learning. Like, all right, bet. Like, I can be successful, bro. It's crazy.
Bro. And I feel like that mentality right there is one of the most critical parts of football. Is being able to know how good of a football player you are, see that there's somebody in front of you, and it's not necessarily that you're not good enough to play, that you can impact the game.
It's not.
But when you're on a team with a championship mentality and championship DNA, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I agree.
If Mike Waters is Mr. PA football running for 2 bands right now, there's nothing wrong with Dedrick Parsons right there, who ended up having a successful college career.
You see how it worked out? It's crazy. Mike Waters still graduated, alumni of Dell State. He's a Q. He joined a frat, and Dedrick Parsons graduated from Howard, played FBS. It works out. It's just you gotta trust the system. You gotta put the work in. Like, shit don't happen overnight, bro. Like, everybody think like when you go back to like everybody think the stigma of Imhotep, like you go there, you get an offer. Nah, bro. Like, some guys just naturally gifted. You can't get mad at a guy that's 6'6", that run a 4.5, and that could catch or that could rush the passer against anybody. But I saw a lot of hard work put in, like guys like Dedrick, Amir, Tyleek. Like, I saw a lot of, like, the list goes on, bro. Like, the amount of work that we put in to be in competition with each other, also competition with everybody in the city, and think about people in national and PA, knowing we gotta play other PA teams. It was just like it was more than just high school and going to school and just learning, bro. It was like we was already trained to be like professionals. Like, this is what you're gonna do, even if you don't even like it. You an Imhotep, like, you gotta do it because you see guys that's here doing it. So what you want to tell a person that's down here, oh, I'm not doing it, I don't want to show the workouts, when the dudes up here that already got the offer showing up. So I think that's what really drove the program too. Like, a lot of people don't talk about. It was just a good commitment to football, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, my boy is a high school coach right now, and he coaches at like a really, really prestigious like private school in Chicago.
Okay.
So he called me just yesterday actually, and he like, bro, like, I don't know how to get through to these kids, man. When we was in high school, he like, when I was in high school, man, like, we was dirty going to the field, grinding every day for hours. He said, now these
our school
uniforms got 10K followers on the gram, and they got a blue check already. He said, I don't know how to get through to them, man. Yeah. He said the girls is grabbing them out the hallways. Like, back then we had to go get them. Like,
we had to go get them.
He said now, like, I can't get through to these kids. I can't make them want to go hard.
Yeah.
I said, bro, that's just where the culture divide. But here's the thing: eventually, they already got the scholarships, they already got the recruitment, which is cool. But when they get to school, when they get to that point where they have to compete, they're either gonna crash and burn, or they're going to get built up.
College is tough, bro.
You got no other way around.
I said, D1, D2, D3. I don't care what level. College football. If you playing college football after high school, it's a blessing and it's tough, bro.
It's hard.
It's hard, bro. Like, it was some days, bro. If you want to go into the college, it was some days in college, bro. It was just like, damn, bro. Like, getting up at you hearing your alarm go off 5 a.m. Like, bro, why the fuck I'm here right now, bro? Like, why am I about to go walk over to the stadium at 5 a.m. while everybody else that's in go to the university in their bed sleep or up from last night partying? We at 5 a.m. going to the field, bro. It was just like that part right there. I'm not even factoring in classes, study hall, workouts, meetings with your coaches, meeting with your players, private meetings, film on your own time, like, all wrapped into 24 hours a day, bro. And you do the same thing for 4 or 5 years, bro.
And you're still taking 15 credits.
I ain't even getting to the classes.
You're still taking 15 credits.
Bro, I ain't even getting to the class. It's so crazy, though. Like, people ask me about, like, how would you go to college? Would you do it all over? Would you send your kids to college? Fuck no. Like, I'm not saying college is a scam. I'm not saying none of that. It's just the amount of stress put on that, like, that person of that age, knowing, like, if he don't go to school on a full scholarship, knowing he paying all this money and got to go through all this. I'm like, I wouldn't put my kid through that long as he didn't have to. If my kid want to play football and go to school, I'm going to let him know, like, this is what you got to do to stay eligible, stay above the GPA. I'm not saying go there and be a straight A student, but it's going to be some tough patches where you don't want to go to class, which is cool. Like, it's going to be patches you don't want to go to workouts. But the ones that's going to make it out of this and going to graduate and going to go to the league or go over Europe or go to the XFL, them the dudes that get up and go, bro. And I seen dudes go to college and haven't or didn't go further after college. Football, academics, some dudes didn't finish, some dudes didn't play. that's just how it goes. It's a system. If you don't get into that system when you get there, they're gonna, you know what they're gonna do? Bring the next 4-star recruit, next 5-star recruit. And this is a revolving door, bro. Like, you just a number when you get there. And that's the only thing I don't like about college, about the system. It's just like, they treat you like what you is. You a scholarship player that they paying money to be here, to take free classes, to eat for free, to get free gear. And they treat you just like that behind closed doors. It look good on social media. You posting pics on the gram. You tagging it, you team tagging the school. You got the cool captions, but shit is tough, bro. Tough. Like,
I think a lot of people don't realize that part, bro. Is these coaches get paid a lot of money to make you feel good about yourself when you're 16 to 18 years old.
Yeah.
When you get there, bro, it's not, hey, Amin, how are you doing, man? Long time no see, man. I can't wait for you to get down on campus.
Nah, fact.
Amin, where the hell is you at, bro? Workout starting 3 minutes.
Bullshit. Or like, no class started 3 minutes.
I'm in the hallway with a clipboard right now, like, if the class started at 9:05, bro, coach is there, and at 8:59, you're not sitting in your class.
And wondering where you at.
With a clipboard, bro. There's a coach that will get fired if you not in class. Like, a lot of people don't realize, bro, these position coaches, their careers are tied to your success.
On you.
Let's say that again. There is a grown man somewhere out there that the way he feeds his family is by you getting up and going to lifting, and you going to practice, and you going to meet. And if you're not performing, if y'all suck today, if you was at Villanova right now, and for your 3 years or 4 years of college, if y'all was 0-11 for 4 years, there's 10 to 12 grown men that are not going to be able to feed their kids.
Yep. That's 100%. They fighting.
So they are going to push you beyond your human limit because they need to make sure that you produce. Because if you don't produce, their kids don't get no sneakers, bro.
Oh, hey, bro, you hitting it, bro. And you know what's so crazy? They don't tell you none of that though in the recruiting process. When they come to your house and they talk to your parents and they shaking hands, kissing the babies, they don't tell you all that. They don't tell you like the way they're gonna talk to you. They don't tell you the way they're gonna run you. They don't tell you the way they're gonna treat you. They don't tell you none of that. They don't tell you the amount of hours you're gonna put into it. You know what, the kids though, coming from my situation, we don't care though. Like, we ain't gonna ask. Like, I'm not about to ask you, if you telling me you giving me a full scholarship for 4 years, I'm not about to ask you, can I do this instead? Can I do that? I'm gonna do it. Like I was the one, like, I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like college at all. I didn't like the athletic schedule. I didn't like the school schedule. But I was the one that was there all the time. Class, we ain't gonna speak on that. But football wise, bro, I put everything into it though, because I knew, like, if I put everything into this and I keep my grades at the average where I need to be, at 2.5, I can play. I can play for 4 years. I don't have to worry about academics. I can graduate. If I blow my knee out today or tomorrow, I could get a good job. And that was my main focus. And knowing that in the back of my head, like, all right, you doing this for this. You're not doing it just to play football. You're doing it for afterlife, that degree. That for you to watch your mom work across that stage. My mom never graduated. So like my mom barely graduated high school. Like, none of my family members really went to college. Probably like my sister that actually finished. Like, everybody go, but you see the loans start piling up. You see the money start getting low. They don't finish because we don't got the money. So you telling me I ain't about to turn down no free scholarship. I'm doing whatever. And we don't realize till after the fact, like, damn, bro, I really put myself through all that in college, bro.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'd be so happy watching my little brother's recruiting process to see how successful they is, bro. Mm-hmm. I had to really work my tail, bro. I had to work my ass
off. Some dudes you got to. Some guys is not. Some guys not naturally gifted. I wasn't.
You know what I mean? I didn't have the natural guy. Like, you know what I mean? So on my high school team right now, it's me on one side at defensive end, and you got my man Karamo on the other side.
I knew you was on there, bro.
Every coach walking through the door, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, hey, I'm me. Walk past, go to my classroom. You know what I mean?
You know, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Coach see me in the hallway, hey, shake my hand, walk past, go to my coach office. Oh, no, I got him for you over here.
Right, that's how I've been.
But it's business, bro.
That's how I go. That's how I've been. A couple times it's been like that. I go in the office, I'll be like anybody in the office. That one thing about Albie, like, I respect to this day. Like, I still talk to Albie to this day. Like, if I call him, like, yo, Albie, like, I need a ride somewhere. Like, he gonna come out of his job where he working and come pick you up. Like, I'll be that type of dude. But one thing I learned about him, he gonna put you in front of the coach. Like, if you wanna come in, shake hands, kiss babies with the coaches, walk in. Like, ain't no restrictions on who can talk to coaches. But you know who the coach is coming for. You know that. But as a player, you can't be afraid to put yourself out there. Like, yo, my name Amin Black. That handshake and that introduction alone, the coach really might go back on his phone while he's on that 3-hour drive back to the university. Like, who is Amin Black? All right, but.
And that's what it comes down to too, is understanding that there's nothing wrong with just sitting down and saying, I feel like I'm good. Even if you might not be there
Right.
and you might not be where you want to be yet, you don't know where that coach is going to be at.
You never know.
Like right now, let's say you walk into the room, it's the University of Florida coach, it's a GA or something,
Yeah.
come in to see somebody else, or it's a GA to come and see Pop. You never know, bro. 3 months from now, he might leave. He might get a position coach job at a group of 5 school.
Yeah.
Damn, I remember that cousin shook my hand off for him. Let me go watch his highlights. I think he's good enough to play here.
Right.
Now you got an offer from Florida, Atlantic. He was just at Florida.
Yep. And this off a handshake and you introducing yourself, not even off of you being actually the guy he wanted to come in and recruit. Because some people, even the guys they want to come in and recruit, sometimes it's like, all right, I gotta come see this guy. They might not actually really want the guy. Like, you know, they know the guys they can get. They know the guys they can get. You know, if they come like Florida Atlantic they come in to see Pop. You know Pop ain't going to Florida Atlantic, right?
At all.
So you go in there, boom, boom, boom. You kiss the babies. This is for all the recruits out there, all the young kids out there. Don't be afraid to introduce yourself. You see you got a recruit in your team that's a 5-star, 4-star. That's an opening door for you to walk through, introduce yourself. You don't even got to show your film. Just introduce yourself, showing his name, showing you interested. They like that the most because like they like guys, they like players that love the game and that want to pursue the game after high school. They don't like guys sitting back in the lunchroom, cooling, don't come up, shake nobody's hand. Don't even show face. Just show face. Like showing face in an introduction, the handshake, and the connection will go way longer than you trying to go to a camp and trying to impress people.
In front of 600 people.
And you paying $50 to register. That always killed me too about the recruiting process, the camps and shit. That shit.
And that's my thing about the camps, right?
Yeah.
Because let's really be honest.
Yeah, go there.
You show up to a camp. For example, I remember going into my senior year, right? We had Temple camp. Everybody
go to Temple camp, bro.
So you show up to Temple camp, you run your 40. You know what I mean? You do your broad jump. You know, some people bench. Not everybody go into the room and bench. Now let's fast forward to the end of the camp. We get to the one-on-ones.
Right.
In the O-line, D-line, we was in the indoor, right? So when you get there, there's 3 different groups.
Right.
It was the group of guys who just donated their $50. They had the players coaching them up.
Right.
It wasn't no coaches watching them nothing. Now this is the group of guys in the middle is the guys that's like, all right, y'all been running a good 40, y'all been looking good in the drills. But we didn't really care to see y'all. So this is where like the D1AAs and the D2s, the Delaware,
they're gonna be there, yeah.
They're the ones that's gonna be watching us in the middle. Yeah. Now the guys on the far right, this is the guys that our Temple called them, say, yo, don't worry about your $50, just show up. Just make sure.
I never got that call.
You feel what I'm saying? Bro, I remember, bro, when I went to Temple camp, specifically my senior year, I remember. Shout out to my boy Casey, ended up playing in Stony Brook.
Yeah, Casey, my guy. Shout out to Casey, bro. Good dude,
Casey
bro.
was there. My man Charlie was there. He ended up playing at UMass. If you remember JT, that was on the basketball team at Imhotep.
Yeah, JT.
He used to play football. He was hard.
Yeah,
bro.
he was hard.
Bro,
JT was nice.
Bro, I don't know why he stopped playing. He was actually
like 6'5", 6'4", athletic.
He ended up playing basketball at Kutztown. I saw him when I was in college. He was a good ball player.
Yeah, good ball player. No, JT was athletic, bro. And one thing about JT, I ain't really talked to him recently, but when he did come out for football, like on the inside looking, like on outside looking, you probably like, all right, they just trying to get him to come out, get him all free offers. The dude actually liked their football. It was just so much like pulling them to basketball. Like, nah, bro, you 6'5". Yeah, but you 6'5" center in high school. This is what coaches don't tell you. NBA's point guards is 6'5" now. So why won't you let that kid, not even talking about JT, why won't you let a 6'5", 6'4" kid that's athletically gifted on and off the football field, on the basketball court and off, but he's not 7 foot, but he's playing the center position.
I always said that, bro. In a perfect world, bro, like I want to get rich and retire from whatever job I'm working and just be able to like coach my sons and stuff in high school. So I could go into the basketball practice, find that backup big man and grab him by the ear.
Like, bro, like, no, bro, get on the court, bro.
Bro, if for all of the backup centers on basketball teams and backup power forwards, you got good feet, you're athletic, maybe you're a little heavier.
They offering you.
Why do you want to be a 6'6" backup center when you can be the #1 pass rusher in the country?
Yeah. No, seriously. And coaches is that's good. And when you get to the next level, and even at high schools, like no, I give all credit. I give credit to Philly high schools. No disrespect. Like we was competition when we was in high school, but to the most point, Philly coaches, bro, from Power Warner, I never had a bad coaching staff that was like, bro, like I didn't get better this year growing up. Bro, from Little League, from my time starting with the Frankfurt Boys Club to Ivory Hill Saints to the Northwest Raiders, to the Blackhawks, bro, like, I had all good coaches. So when I got to Imhotep, it was even better coaches. So it's like, knowing what, like, dudes that's 6'5", and that's knowing that, like, I'm a 6'5" center in high school. I can't dribble. I can't shoot. It's going to take me another 2 years to shoot. I don't got another 2 years. I got to get recruited now. You might just come play football.
Just come play football, bro.
It ain't that hard. Bro, it ain't that hard.
I wish, like that's my goal, bro. Like, I remember my little brother was playing at Boys Land. I used to see, it was a 6'6", 300-pound kid. I'm like, yeah, little bro, what you do, bro? He said, I play esports. I said, hey, little bro, what your GPA right now? He said, I'm like a 3.1. I said, where you going to school at? He said, I don't know, man. I might go to CCP Cheers. I'm like, bro, football practice is at 4 o'clock.
Oh, bullshit, bro.
Don't be late.
like, you want me to come pick you up too? Like,
bro, I'm the type, bro. I start to get mad at them, bro. Because it's like, it's not my life to live, bro. It's not, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's not my life, bro.
Right.
But it's almost you doing yourself a disservice almost, because it's like you don't even know what you could become, bro.
Right.
And it just be hurting me because it's like, damn, like this young boy might end up working at a shop right now.
No bullshit, bro.
Because he ain't.
Because somebody in his area just telling him, like, yo, do this, do that, but you never set the kid down like, yo, like, try something else. Like, people don't succeed at something because they never try. Like, people be like, oh, I want to be an NBA. But you never took basketball serious until high school. It's kids that's 6, 7 years old getting private trainers, personal workouts, basketball workouts. I see it with my own eyes when I go train. Like, I see how, like, dudes come from being the best kid growing up, from being the best kid in middle school, high school, college. So you telling me you want to be a NBA player in high school and you haven't started until you got to high school? Come on, bro. Like, some of the stuff, like, and it'd be the coaches who's like, all right, I need the 6'5" big. He can't block a shot. He can't defend. But, like, let the kid go play something else. Like, you never know the kids that don't like basketball. He might be really good at something else. He just never got a chance to do it. So that's the only thing I do have with sometimes with coaches. Be like, they get you so caught on one sport. Because if it was a sport I wanted to play, like, I really like boxing, bro. Like, I watch boxing all day. Like, Gervonta Davis. Like, that's my favorite fighter. And I always wondered, like, maybe, bro, like, what if I, like, started boxing at a young age? Because I'm real aggressive, real strong. And I'm like, bro, maybe if I would have boxed, I would have made more money, like, or been more successful. But it's like, you never know until you try. And at this point in my life, I ain't worrying about, like, that. But it was a point in my life where, like, yo, I love boxing. I love watching. I watch boxing more than football now. Like, not that I love football, but it's like, you really passionate about something, you gonna keep watching it. You like podcasts and you watch other people's podcasts. Like, I'm trying to get better. So when I'm watching boxing, I'm like, damn, like, sometimes I wish I would have been a boxer.
I probably could have been hard. Like,
everybody in Philly know how I rumble, bro. You know that.
I mean, you ain't really had no choice, bro.
Right? Yeah, definitely growing up in the city,
yeah,
bro.
I ain't really had no choice growing up, man. I used to get picked on when I was younger. Well, they used to try to pick on me because I had 3 brothers, so. It was either I go to the park and we hooping and somebody fouled me a little too. I was a whack when I played basketball. I had to.
Everybody, right? I ain't no jump shot.
I had to be a whack, bro.
No bullshit, bro.
I mean, so they pushed me a little too hard. I pushed them back and make sure I'm following them next time I shoot.
Draymond Green.
Gotta fight me after the green now I call him N1 instead of foul.
Right.
Oh man, now you calling me turkey. Now
now we gotta throw it up. Shoot the hand, shoot the fade.
I grew up with 3 brothers, bro.
Right.
That first 5 seconds, I know how to protect myself.
No, most definitely.
And the people that didn't, bro, it was a long summer for me, bro. Because once they realize, that's the problem. You could be a good kid. You could be the best kid on the block.
Right, yeah.
Once they find out you can't fight, it's over.
It's over for you, right?
Because they're going to come for you every day, bro.
Do I got a fighting story? I don't got no fighting story. I had a couple fights in high school and middle school and shit. My funniest fighting story was, though, I went to Waukesha in North Philly. It was like on something in Jefferson, like 12th and Jefferson. They closed it down, though. Right near the Blackhawks field, right in back of the Blackhawks field, actually. We was in the locker room. We had gym class. We used to go in the locker room. So if you know, like you said, you playing ball, gym. Only sport you really can play is ball for real. That's going, like, you know, you going right back to class, so you can't do nothing too crazy. So you play ball, motherfuckers that talk shit on the court, on the ball court. Everybody got to go in that locker room. So you go in that locker room, you like, all right, bet, shoot the fade, bro. Why somebody like trying to shoot the fade with me? You know how I'm not tall, but I'm big. Mm-hmm. So imagine me back in 8th grade, still taller than everybody, still bigger than everybody, and somebody telling me want to fight me, bro. I ain't gonna tell you what happened. Like, you know, hey, bro, I was so, that was the funniest shit, cause like, you know, I had no problem. I'm the kid that's good at sports, and that I go to high school, you know, you talk to the girls, you wear nice clothes. I ain't had no problem, like, growing up with two people picking on me. But, you know, you come across a couple people that want to try, like, they were like, all right, bet, like, you think you big, nigga? Like, I fight big niggas, too.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that shit, like, this growing up in Philly, you run across all that shit, bro. Motherfucker be Lissaw, Philly Hart.
Want to try their day. And that's how it was with me, too. I was like the taller kid in middle school, and then, you know, they used to try their hand with me, bro.
Right.
Like, when the school bus on the way back, I used to live in Southwest, and the rest of them was in West. My middle school was in West, so every time, you know, we get to they stop, you know, oh yeah, the Southwest this and burning that. Well, I didn't even know what burning was, and
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Back in the day when we was in school, we thought Southwest, and we thought, all right, this is what we thought. I'm not gonna lie. I'm from North, and I always been on the north side of Philly my whole life. We thought South Philly, you can't mess with the girls because they gonna either get you wine or blah blah.
Every time, bro.
And we thought Southwest, we thought them they burning.
Already.
Even if like before we knew like what burning was, like the definition was just like they hot. Like
they just don't to stay away from them.
Don't mess with the chicks down there.
They dangerous.
That's all we heard growing up, bro.
Bro, the thing is, I don't know where that came from, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like somebody had a real bad experience with a girl that was from Southwest.
Fuck it up for everybody.
Every time, bro. Like I feel like I don't know, bro. To this day. There's girls that like I grew up around that lived in Southwest their whole life. I couldn't tell you too many girls that really publicly claim that they from Southwest, and we in our 20s now,
bullshit.
Bro.
I don't know that many people from Southwest either. And I know, you know people from Southwest, but you don't run across from people from Southwest. I think Southwest, like South Philly and Southwest, like they got their own shit. Like people don't leave South Philly and Southwest.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Me personally, until I got to high school, when I got a trans pass, bro. Anything past City Hall was all north.
Bullshit.
That was all north.
No bullshit. You cross City Hall, you get down Broad Street. You don't know you in north.
I didn't know nothing about what the XR bus was. And I ain't know
the 3 bus.
None of that, bro. I ain't know the street names. Still kind of throw me off a little bit because I don't be down there.
Nah, facts, definitely, bro.
But before it get too late, man, let's get into it a little bit. Tell me about your time at Villanova. I know your last year you had a really good year.
Yeah.
You got a little closer to that 110.
Yeah, bro.
10 plus TFLs. You had a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the development of time over the course of the year. Like,
yeah, bro. I was a working stage, bro, going into Villanova. Like me going to Villanova, I never thought about, you know, playing as a freshman or like being this all like freshman sensation thing that people look like these kids look down to being that man when they first go in. I knew, like, knowing the talent, like going in, I did my research. I knew I was gonna sit the bench for at least a year. So my first year, I'm like, all right, bet. If I'm not redshirting, I want to make an impact on special teams. So this is all of the young kids out there and the viewers that's frustrated on why they're not playing the first year in college. Don't transfer, by the way. My first year I got there, it was a development. They didn't redshirt me. I was already big enough. I was fast enough. I can compete. It was just the amount of depth that was at the linebacker position. So I got there knowing I wasn't going to play. Was cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Showed up every day. Led the freshman group. Knowing I'm going to be on special teams. I was me, Jaquan Amos, and probably Malik Fisher was the only probably 3 freshmen playing or on special teams. And that really got me going. Like, people seeing me, like, just make blocks, going out there just tackling people on kickoff, blocking people on punt. It was just like, yo, this kid really liked the game. He not just out here to be out here just another freshman. He trying to get in the field. And I used to argue with the coaches like, yo, like, how y'all going to say I can't play? I never see me play. And they only see me play outside of practice. Like, y'all telling me, oh, learn the playbook. How you gonna know if I don't know the playbook if I'm not in the game actually running the plays? Practice is different. It's a script. Practice is different. You know the plays before you know how about to run. I know play 5 about to be a blitz. I know play 6 gonna be man coverage. So you know the plays, but in the game, that shit get caught so fast. So I never got into that aspect of like actually being in that fast-paced game until my sophomore year. And when things started to open up, and I'm like, all right, bet. I got a good chance of playing. Knowing that the depth chart didn't change, I was still a second or third on the depth chart. I probably was a second at the time. And I know I wasn't going to play as much, but I knew I was going to get a chance to play this year, my sophomore year. So going into that year, I'm like, all right, bet. Like let's go. It's time to get paid. So I still had a senior in front of me that came back for a 5th year. I didn't know he was coming back for a 5th year. This is what they don't tell you. Some players they bring back for a 5th year, and some players they won't. So they could tell you, like a university could tell you, like, you're entitled to 4 years. If they redshirt you on that first year and you got that extra year at the end, They can tell you to kick rocks, bro, and find somewhere else to go. They don't tell you that when you sign that letter of intent, though. So going back to the story, sophomore year, played a little bit. We actually beat Temple my sophomore year, and down at the Eagles field.
I remember
We played Temple. I played a little bit that game. Then after a while, one of our linebackers got hurt, and I'm the next guy up out the young guys. Like it's all the older guys. Next guy got hurt, and I took off. We played against JMU, had good games. New Hampshire. I just took off, bro. It was just like from there. Then going into my junior year, was probably like one of the craziest times of my life. I had surgery for the first time. I got hurt. I wasn't on the field during football season. I'm watching the game from the sideline. It don't matter how good or I was or how bad I was younger. I never was on the sideline watching the game. Or I was hurt. I never was hurt. Younger, middle school, high school, never got hurt. So I tore my ACL my junior year versus Maine in my fifth start. Like I was leading the team in every category junior year, going into agents hitting you up and shit. They everybody loving on you. So going into that year, I get hurt versus Maine. I tear my ACL. I'm out. So I went into a space like, damn, I don't know what to do without football, bro. Like it was to a point where, I get up, go to treatment, go to get my rehab and shit, go talk to a couple coaches and shit. They think I'm going to class. I go right back to the room. Like my knee was so sore, I didn't have the energy to walk over to class after. I'm getting bent all day. I'm doing extra stem. I'm doing the stuff to get the knee back, but not knowing like, bro, I'm in so much pain. Like one thing I don't mess with the pills. Right? Mm-hmm. They and that's what they was doing to us. I'm not saying who, but they was giving us what was the name of the pill? Not Percocets, but oxycodons. So, and it was given to after surgeries. So my mom never gave it to me after surgery. So I was in so much pain, not knowing that I'm taking regular leave. Like my mom kept the oxys, like she threw them away. She's like, you're not gonna get hooked on these, cause I seen it with my own eyes. Like players get hurt and they get hooked on pills, then they get hooked on like other shit. That's how. So going into that junior year, I was so in a dark place, bro. Didn't want to really want to do school. It was just all about getting my knee back, bro. It was like, I didn't realize like you needed school to get on the field, and so I was off the field and trying to get back on. And it was everything that was stopping me from getting back on. Then when I'm like coming from high school, I'm like, damn, I didn't know this, bro. Like I didn't know I had to have a 2.5 to play football after I get off an injury where I'm trying to, y'all talking about go to 5 classes a day, and I gotta walk there. Sometimes I gotta get to one class and another class, and the teacher mad I'm late. I ain't really had time for that, so it was just like a time in college, my junior year. I'm just like, forget about school. Let me just focus on getting my knee right, because football was the reason why I came to college, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't have no aspirations on being doing anything with my degree until I had to. Like I thought it was over after when I tore the ACL, but coming back, COVID happened. To finish up the story, so COVID happened. 2020, I tore my ACL 2019. COVID happened that 2020 spring, going into that new year, and we still in school. Like I'm still rehabbing. They sent us home, bro. Like I'm like, bro, like how y'all send me home, bro? I gotta rehab. So I'm looking for facilities. I found this place in Jersey called Adrenaline Sports. I met this guy named Chad, bro. Good dude, bro. Like the dude really brought me in. Was like, yo, like I know y'all from Philly. Me and Quan Amos, you know Jaquan. Like he was like, yo, I know y'all from Philly, shit like that. Come work out here. Like, my boy Lorenzo too was there too at that time. Come work out here. I'm like, damn, like this dude really rehabbing my knee for no money, bro. Like he ain't asking for a dime. Knowing that college students, we probably did have the money at the time, like because they took care of us. So it was just like, all right, going through that process of being at home, back in Philly. I was just at in a white neighborhood for the past 3 years. Now I'm back in Philly, and I still gotta do classes online. Like I completely shut down, bro. Like when the whole country shut down, I shut down, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do my recovery, but I'm gonna go have fun. Like I wanted to go have fun. I didn't really care about classes. I stopped going to class online. That was like the bigger struggle with the online classes. It's like it sounds easier than the thing. Like getting up, logging in.
Bro.
It sucks.
It sucks, bro.
It does. You did it before?
Yeah, bro. It was horrible.
Bro, I think that was the worst thing I ever experienced. Like online, going through COVID and trying to still operate, like hang out with my friends, go work out. Still have fun where the country like no shut down, stay in the room and go to school. I think that was worse than even like having that schedule at college. Because when I was in college, I had a schedule. I was cool. Like I was just passing class. Then the moment I got home, bro, that's when my grades dropped. going into that 2021 year, I'm healthy. So that spring 2021, they announced a COVID year for all the NCAA players. So I didn't play. I wasn't eligible to play. My GPA was under 2.5.
That spring season, right?
That spring season. So I didn't play. I literally watched them 4 games. That's all we had because we didn't make the playoffs. I watched them from the bleachers, bro. Like, he told me I couldn't be on the sideline. So that's when I started realizing, I'm like, bro, this shit's a business, bro. Like, you hurt today, you going tomorrow. Like, nobody ain't calling me, checking, like, see, like, yo, like, you good mentally. They check and see if I'm in class.
See,
but
eligible.
That's it. They make sure I'm eligible. They not checking when I go back to the room. You're like, yo, like you good? Like,
you doing your work?
You good? Like, you meant how your knee feeling? Like, I ain't get asked not one question other than the trainer. So that stuff started wearing on me. I wasn't playing. Then it was something that just clicked, bro. I think my knees started getting better. I think I got my grades up. And the next thing you know, bro, my senior year was a big year because I had a hype around me like going into my junior year, but I got hurt. So the same hype wasn't around me. It was on other players that played that junior year. So I knew I was against that. I was behind the 8 ball. So I put everything into that senior year. I started paying for private chiropractors. I used to get hydration packs in my arm before every game. I told myself I'm never getting hurt again. I thought the reason I got hurt because I was in college drinking, partying, doing whatnot. But that was just a mental thing to motivate myself to stop doing it. But that senior year, bro, I put everything into it. I spent so much money on the outside part of recovery process, outside of the facility that they was providing us. It was just like I put so much in it. And when I saw myself put so much in it and get the results I wanted out of it, I'm like, damn, bro, I can do this. Like, I can do it. I might can't do it at the point where guys, like, I might get drafted in the first round, but I can compete. Like, but, you know, when you have that opportunity, it comes and goes at the professional level. So you just got to be ready and you got to stay ready. So when you get that call, you can't say I wasn't ready. I'm not ready to work out. I'm not ready to run a 40. So and that's how I've been going about my life since that senior year, putting my all into it, taking care of my body, eating right, drinking a lot, and, you know, just doing the right stuff. No alcohol for me. I haven't drunk in a year, and it's just been like, bro, like, damn, like I really can do it. Like I started seeing progress after that senior year. Then going into that first year professional, that shit was just like, bro. Shit's a I don't know if you want to get into it, but that shit was a movie, bro. It was a movie, bro. This talking to agents and shit was just so much, bro. So much pressure from your family, so much pressure from, you got friends telling you this, you got agents telling you, yo, this team gonna pick you up. This team gonna pick you up. But then you got other people in the background, just for the athletes out there, they don't tell you. They go talk to your coaches. They go talk to the athletic director. They go talk to the strength and conditioner. These NFL teams go all the way back from high school. Like I said, I was a little wild in high school. Like, I wasn't the best kid. I wasn't the worst kid. But I did what I did. I got in trouble a lot. I got into a couple fights in high school. Got to, you know, stuff in college. You know, stuff like that. They go back and actually research. But they don't tell us this though. They don't prepare us for this. They wait until it actually happened to be like, oh yeah, this is why. But that never like really fazed me. So like going from Villanova to overseas, I got the call probably like 2 months after the draft. It was like, yo, you know, we got an offer for you. Cause I was so strict on playing indoor football at the time. I'm like, I don't want to go indoor yet. I'm like, I feel like indoor is just like the last resort. I want to stay outdoor. I want to just get the film. So overseas, CFL in Mexico was the only leagues that is outdoor for people that don't know. For the players out there looking for somewhere to play, go overseas or go Mexico or go to Canada. Because you get the best film, because it's 11 on 11. Indoor is like 6 on 6.
Yeah,
indoor
it's
rules,
not the same.
It's different. So just going through that, bro, seeing Europe, that shit changed me, bro. Like, how other people live, other cultures, it really like made me put a lot of perspective. Like, bro, like, damn, we blessed what we got, because people over there don't live like how we do. We don't live through like social media or make money off content creating. We don't. A lot of people over there are not good at football. Like, I'm just people to be honest with you, they're not good at athletics. Like, they're behind. So they send a lot of Americans over there to play and pay them and to make the team better. And that's my job over there. And got to the point where I feel like I wasn't getting the right compensation. But that's another story that, you know, we could touch on another day. But I'm just gonna tell the athletes as professionals, make sure the business right. You know, because you only get one body, bro. You only get one knee, you get one brain, you get one foot. You can't go back and be like, I want a new brain or a new knee. So make sure the money right and make sure the businesses make sense. And if not, so be it. Football not the end all be all, bro. Like I talked to you like last week. I'm like, bro, like, how you getting your podcast going, bro? Like, I wanted to just try something, like, cause like I told you, like, you don't know if you're good at something until you try it.
Yeah, bro.
So I wanted to try it. Like, I'm like, bro, let me just try creating a podcast, getting into it. Let me just try, learning about podcasting. And I start learning, and I start actually really liking it, bro. I start watching your podcast. I start watching Gillian Wallow, The Pivot. And I'm like, damn, I'm here today, like, bro, like, I want to come on your podcast, bro. Like, I want to see how I feel, bro. Like, that's what my whole, like, day was today. I'm like, bro, I might do my first podcast, like, but, yeah, bro, that's kind of a little bit, like, the college experience and a little bit of the pro experience, just about me, in general. I feel like that's really kind of
I mean, Black in a nutshell.
I mean, Black in a nutshell. Yeah, bro. It's a lot, bro. Definitely, bro. I feel like everybody got the same story. Everybody got struggles. Everybody go through, dark times. For the people that are and that's still in them dark times, bro, like, I'm going to tell you, get up, like, because life going to keep moving. I ain't here to be a motivational speaker. I ain't here to tell you what to do. But I'm going to tell you one thing, life going to keep going. It's going to keep going. The next day, Friday going to be here, whether we like it or not, And that's the main thing, if you're going through something out there, like.
Yeah, bro. I mean, a wise man once said, man, nobody cares, work harder, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? If somebody push you over during that half-court sprint, bro,
yeah, bro.
You ain't got nothing to do but keep going. The coach gonna sit there and watch you lay on the floor and wait for you to run through the end of the line, bro.
Facts.
They're not gonna go over there and pick you up, bro.
You get hurt on that field?
They're gonna move the ball up 10 yards and keep playing. I've seen that happen so many times, bro. Somebody gets injured in practice, trainers are out to go check on them. Coach will be like, move it up to the 50.
Oh, it's real.
Clip forward and go.
Yeah, it's real. It get like that. I saw that multiple times. Dude careers over from some of the dudes I saw. Their careers was over after that. I seen coaches go down and they keep the practice running. This a business, bro. Like, football is a business for the guys out there, the young guys out there. Like, this all a business for real. Like, I understand, like, y'all love the game and y'all emotionally invested, but don't be emotionally invested to the point where you're in a dark place and feel like this is the end all be all. Like, bro, life is gonna keep going on after football. Like, you only gonna play football from where you like from professionally from, let's say 22 to, let's say, some people 35 unless you Tom Brady.
If you're blessed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you're blessed.
So you gotta think about life after 35 or 30. That's the average, like, especially for like my position, 35, 30. It's a little higher for, for some positions, but you gotta think about life after, bro. You gotta think about like finances after. So like I said to the young athletes out there, love football, put your all into it, but always had that. My mom always told me you gotta have a plan B, because your plan B is the reason that you have the plan A, because that's the only reason why you keep going. My plan B was to have a degree and graduate college, and you know what I had to do that? Play football. So people don't think about that, but like, have that plan B. Be ready for that day when injuries happen. Be ready for the day where you get benched. Be ready for the day where somebody tell you you're not good enough. Because that's reality that the coach is not going to tell you that. Some players not going to get on the camera and say, but when you get into a university, that becomes a business after high school. And
it's a high chance of that, bro.
Yeah. It's a very high chance, bro.
Listen, man, we're going to leave it at that, man. I
appreciate
you for coming down today,
bro.
man.
No, I appreciate you, bro.
I'm very excited to see where your podcast is going to be one day,
bro.
man. I'm going to leave his social media information. And
appreciate it, man.
Make sure you guys like and comment and subscribe, and I'm going to have a whole lot of great stuff coming for you guys. I really appreciate everybody that's been reaching out with all the great support. I got a lot of real cool guests coming for you guys, too, so just make sure you stay tuned in with the content, and we're going to get right back with you.